guys, it's Melanie. So I am going to do a quick review and swatches for you guys of the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette. Now, I realize that the heyday for this particular palette is long gone. This was actually released last year. However, I was really obsessed with finding it during the VIB sale that Sephora had this past November. However, it sold out before I could get my hands on it. And it's always one of those palettes where I looked at it and I was like, I really, really want that. But I never actually took the plunge and picked it up. So when I saw that Ulta still had it in stock online, and by the way, in store, I was at my local Ulta last night and I was looking around at the Tarte stuff and I was like, holy crap, it's like here in store. I have not actually seen this in Sephora in a very long time, and I never thought to look in store at Ulta. I always thought it was just available online, but my store had it in stock. So anyway, this retails for, I believe it's $38, and I think that that is a screaming deal for what you are getting inside of this palette. So as far as whether I like it or not, I love it. So the palette itself is really nice. So it's a really good size palette, but it's not overly large. It's not overly thick. It's actually pretty good to travel with because it's very sturdy, and it has a nice closure where it actually clips shut. It's not everything right now seems to be magnetic, which really isn't a very strong magnet. So I really like this more clip type closure. So the Rainforest After Dark palette, here's the packaging for it, by the way. I kept it for the review portion. So you get 6 colored eyeshadows, and these are exclusive shades in this palette. You get a colored clay blush in the color Unleashed. You get the clay bronzer in Park Avenue Princess and the clay highlighter in Champagne. Spit it out, Melanie. So Tarte, I really like the Tarte products because, one, they're cruelty-free, and that is very important to me. But they're also formulated without a lot of the stuff that other makeup brands are formulated with. So no parabens, no mineral oil, no phthalates, no triclosan, sodium lauryl sulfate, no gluten. So for people with more sensitive skin types, Tarte may be a good brand to check out. Okay, so let's take a look at the palette. You do get a really nice sized mirror here. I'm going to cover that up with the box here so that I don't blind you. So this is the Park Avenue Princess bronzer, and let's do a swatch of that. This is a really nice bronzer. However, if you are more than a light to light medium skin tone, this probably is not going to do much bronzing on you. This is the highlighter right here. The highlighter is gorgeous, and I've used that quite frequently. And then in the middle is what looks to be a full-size blush. Let me give you a swatch of that. Again, the blush is one of those colors that really, unless you are on the fair side, I don't know that this would show up on you quite as well as it shows up on me. I am wearing this blush today. I sit in front of a big window. Sometimes I look a little bit more washed out than normal, but in real life, this just looks like a really neutral, nude pop on my cheeks. It's just a very neutral, beautiful, mauvey nude shade. Does that explain it? The eyeshadows in here are gorgeous, by the way. So on my eyes today, all I did was put this dark brown in my crease, and then I sort of blended out the crease with the lighter brown shade here. Both these are matte. And then I also put the matte lighter brown on my lid. So that is all that I have on my eyes today. Just very simple, very easy, but it looks polished and kind of nice. There's a beautiful gold shade that is a shimmery shade. This purple here has some shimmer in it. Then you get 2 more matte shades. I love the amount of mattes in this palette. They're basically all mattes in terms of the shadows with the exception of these 2 guys here. So this shade right here is just a beautiful taupey, just matte taupey shade. It's really, really nice. And then this light color here is beautiful on the lid as well. It's just a kind of a pinky beige color. And here, let me do the purple one. These are all really pigmented. They are soft. They are easy to work with. They're not difficult to blend. They just are beautiful. This gold shade, I don't normally like gold, but this gold shade is stunning. Look at that. It's beautiful, you guys. I have put this on my lid just as like a pop of like shiny color right in the middle of my lid. Super, super gorgeous. This is so easy to work with, you guys. If you have been looking at this for a really long time and you're wondering if it's worth getting, I really do think it's worth picking up. I got it during the last Ulta sale where it was like, I got 10% off. I think a lot of other people got 20% off, but even at 10% off, I thought it was worth picking up. And quite frankly, now that I have it, I would have actually paid full price for it. I really love every single product in this palette. There is not one product in here that I haven't used and haven't really enjoyed using. Did I say that right? I basically have loved everything from this palette. So many palettes that I get, there's at least one, always at least one or two things within the palette where I'm like, it's fine, but I don't love it. I actually love everything in here. So I got to give it up to this guy. Even at full price, I think this is totally worth picking up. I do not know how much longer this is going to stick around at Ulta. So I think it's definitely worth thinking about getting sometime soon. I don't see it for sale on Sephora anymore, but I will link it down below at Ulta. So if you want it, you can find it there. It's beautiful. 2 thumbs up. It would be a repurchase for me if I lost it or if something happened to it. I really enjoy having this in my collection now. I have to give it to Tarte. Their powder products have come a long way. I had a couple of other Tarte palettes that I have since purged from my collection. I bought them about probably 4 or 5 years ago, and they really were not great quality. The powder shadows were really chalky and difficult to use. They didn't blend well. They didn't have much pigmentation, and whatever they did to these to switch it up, it's worked like magic. I really, really love these products. I love the bronzer. The bronzer doesn't come off as orange. It's a really nice, like, light tanny brown color, and it actually looks really natural. So, and the highlighter is beautiful down the bridge of the nose as well as on my Cupid's bow as well. So I don't typically highlight anywhere else on my face because I have my enlarged pores, but I do like to highlight those 2 particular areas. So overall, I really think this is worth checking out, you guys. If you have been wanting it and you are wondering about it, grab it. I think it's totally worthwhile. Packaging is really nice too. So in terms of the amount of product that you're getting, you are getting 4 grams of highlighter, 4 grams of bronzer, 6 grams of blush, and, sorry, that's my phone. And each eyeshadow is 0.03 ounces. So you're getting 1 gram total of eyeshadow. So I love it, you guys. If you have any questions, definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know if you have this palette and what you think about it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.